So flashers are interesting in the sense that they're one technology where they're all good. You can't go wrong. People agonize over, do I buy a Markham or a Vexilar or in this case, a Humminbird, which I really love, is my favorite. But they're all amazing and you can't go wrong. And actually a cheap model is as good as an expensive model. They all show you the key thing: the top, the ice surface, the bottom, and your lure and the fish. They all do that. So you cannot go wrong. The only mistake you can make is not getting one. So we're at a point now where if we forget our flasher in the morning, which we sometimes do, we turn around and drive back and get it, even if it's an hour. Because once you ice fish with a flasher, you won't go back. Like it's amazing. So people will wonder why. How can it be so important? Well, today we were bouncing around trying to find out where the fish were. And what this shows you is whether there's any fish down there or not. When you stop and drill a hole and fish blind without a flasher and you're not getting a bite, you don't know if it's that they're not biting or they're not there. And there's a great big difference to that. If they're not there, you just need to move. So you don't waste time. You don't sit there fishing and fishing, wondering if they're there. You know they're not there, right? Because this shows the fish below you. They cannot hide. So that's massive, because then you just keep moving until you find them. So that's number one. Number two, because you know the fish is there, you see them on there, you can experiment with different jigging techniques and see immediately whether it triggers the fish or not. So you get a massive feedback on what's working very quickly. So that is a game changer in terms of catching fish. The other thing is, often when we used to sit out and fish all day and the fish weren't biting, you lose focus. And so when the fish do bite, you're not ready and you'd miss it. And that was your one chance for that hour. This way, you know the fish is coming, you're completely ready. And when you feel that little bit of weight on your line, you set the hook. So your hookup percentages are way higher. Last but not least, it's so much fun. It just adds so much fun to ice fishing for people, especially for new people, especially for kids. It keeps their attention, it keeps them focused, it gives them something to look at. It's like a game in a sense. So it adds a lot of enjoyment to ice fishing. So I would suggest if you start ice fishing and you like it, this is probably the most important thing that you can invest in to really make sure you're having fun out there and for catching fish.